Like people just say like, oh, I wish I was adopted over the smallest things. Like their parents will ground them or like not let them go out one night, or like they'll get into a fight with their siblings and wish they'd been like in a different family or didn't have those siblings. And as a person who has 5 siblings and I don't get to see them that often, it's quite sensitive to me, especially when people know my situation and they're just like, oh, I hate my siblings, like I wish, my parents had given them up, and I'm like, okay, thanks, bye.
I'd probably tell them that they need to understand what adoption is actually like, rather than just making a blank statement when they have really no idea about anything.
I mean, adoption isn't easy, will never really be easy, and it's an ongoing journey even when you're adopted. You're still progressing through life. You're everlastingly changing. It doesn't get any easier. You think once you're adopted, your journey sort of becomes less harsh.
Yeah.
I don't know how to put that really. Harsh or difficult?
Difficult.
Yeah. And if someone who doesn't know what it's like says, oh, I wish I was adopted, it doesn't really sound too good coming from them because they don't know what it's like.
Yeah, and it can also come more as like an insult more than what they intend it to be. I mean, I've had friends who think, because they know that I see my birth mother, they think, oh, I get extra presents for Christmas and birthdays, when in reality it's not like that.
I mean, unfortunately, it's not that case. If I was readopted again, I would probably wish that was that. But obviously, we're stuck with our situation and we have to survive through it. Yeah.
If someone said to me, I wish I was adopted, I'll probably say, no, you don't. It can have various consequences, no matter what your situation is, whether you're adopted when you're older, no matter if you're a baby, different family backgrounds, different reasons. It can all leave various difficulties for you to tackle throughout your life, which people who aren't adopted really can't understand. So I try and educate them the best I can.
No, you don't, because my experience of adoption was quite simple, and it wasn't a train wreck like other people's, so I was luckier than most. When I was adopted, I was told my story, my whole entire story. I wasn't lied to about why I was adopted. No one sort of said, you shouldn't have been adopted, and everyone else really appreciated the fact that I was adopted, and they were grateful that I was in a better place with a second start in life from being mistreated and neglected. So having a new family was the best thing to ever happen in my life.
Being adopted is not your choice, it's other people's choices, and unless there is something that makes your parents like unfit or unable to look after you, that is why you're going to be adopted. It's not something you can just say and magically you're in a different family, and every family has like their own flaws. So just because you've been grounded or whatever reason,
trust me, you don't.
Oh, you wish you were adopted? Right, here's your trauma with a side of attachment disorder. Would you like anxiety or depression with that as well?